Hi, my name's Sam Cork. I'm 20 years old from Warren, New Jersey. I drive a Apex Silver 2003 Lancer Evolution. It's pretty extensively modified. Suspension-wise, I have JIC FLTA 2 coilovers, StopTech slotted rotors, Ferodo DS 2500 pads, StopTech stainless brake lines. I have a Cusco rear sway, Graham-Light 57S's, 17 by 8.5. I run 255/40 BFG KDW tires. The motor's stroked. It's a 2.3 liter Eagle rods, Wiseco pistons. It's got a Garrett GT35R on it. It's Slowboy Racing's manifold. Ecutech flash, 1000cc injectors, full-blown dual Walbro pump setup. The intercooler and intercooler pipes fab myself, based off a big Garrett core, and that's about it.
It's voice again. I've waited all day long.
I got the car in late December of 2003. It came modified slightly. It was used with about 21,000 miles on it. Had a catback and a head unit at the time, some intercooler hoses, nothing too wild. Slowly then, a couple months after, I decided to go ahead and start modifying the engine. I started off with a catback and a boost controller. Then went with some HKS 272 cams, fuel pump and a tuner. Had the car making about 335 horse for about 4, 5, 6 months. Then decided to go for a little more. Before doing that though, I started modifying the suspension and the brakes. Then I went for a Vishnu 30R kit. Again, most of the work I did myself except for the tuning. Everything I installed except for building the motor. After getting tired of the 30R, I decided to go ahead and build the motor in preparation for a bigger turbo. Originally with the 30R, I made 380, 360 after the initial 335 on the stock turbo. I then went with the 2.3 and gained about 40 foot-pounds of torque, which is really nice for drivability, and just a little quicker spool up. And then I just made the last step to the 35R, which included sizing up the injectors, a little more fuel, bigger cams, went from HKS 272s to HKS 280s, and now it's making 440, 385 on pump gas at 23 PSI. This past time to get the car tuned, I took it down to Sean Ivey of Ivey Tune. He's really well renowned in the area and pretty much all up and down the East Coast for tuning DSMs and Supras alike. I had some bad experiences in the past going to other tuners and wasn't really sure about where to take it. Just from the positive reviews on the board and just talking to people in the area, he was very heavily recommended. Had a great time, although he was in sort of like the middle of switching shops. Didn't really have a problem with any of his services or dealing with him, and he's just a really great guy to work with.